Alright, welcome back, party people. So, if you've been following along, we are currently in Yuri's room. No, we're in my room, and we're on a little bit of a sexy project date with Yuri. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner at a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phoo. Ahaha, you say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see, I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have a little extra time after finishing the work. Well... Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry, I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah, so I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Or is it? Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Cube. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Ah, hi, Cube. Sayori, just now we weren't. It's okay, Cube. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course, Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Cube? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Cube. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika was right. I should just... Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. Wait, so what did Monika like tell you to kill yourself or something? It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. Ugh, that's a big commitment. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Cube. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Cube, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt it anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori. I'm just gonna go ahead and say... I mean, oh geez, please tell me this is the better answer. Because I feel like, like, so she's super bad in depression, and what you need is a friend. You don't need, this makes it feel like I'm gonna start, like, making out with her and get all sexy times, and that's not what you need. That's not a good way to start that. You gotta just be friends. I mean, obviously we're on Yuri's path anyway. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monika told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. Yeah, so why don't you suggest therapy? I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember, for being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I know this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Cube. I'll trust you with anything at all, so... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori... I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Cube, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we'll be performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. Why specifically? I mean, she's the president, so you want to impress her even if you're not going for her. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again, that dummy. You'd think that on a day this important she'd try a little harder. I say that by suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Probably. Ha 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 ha. You should take a little responsibility for her, Cube. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday, you kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, I stammer embarrassed, did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here, but I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Geez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Can she, like, see everything we're doing? Monica's being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. It's freaking me out that there's no music right now. I flip through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh no. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Oh boy. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. Oh no. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Cube, what's wrong? Nothing. So, you printed up these flyers, right? You know about this, Monica. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written, but more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Oh no, oh no, oh no. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I wanted to give her. That wasn't my fault. I couldn't choose to do that. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori, she really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Yeah, there we go. Oh? An exception has occurred. See traceback.txt for more details. Oh, that's right, someone was saying that I should have the game folder open. What the hell? I mean, I'll look at that, but I feel like I should keep playing for now. Because I'm full screened. Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession, that has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonizing scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough, and now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Is that gonna be a game over? Yeah. So, actually, I'm capturing the display, so we could go check out that folder. Oh, good. Oh, that's interesting. Wait. So yeah, Sayori's been glitched out with Monica. Wait, let's quit real quick and go over to... I have to find the game file. Wait, we gotta open Steam. Oh, man. Okay, traceback. I'm sorry, but an uncaught exception occurred while running game code. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one making this so difficult. Aha, well here goes nothing. Oh no, is this Monica? Is she messing with the files? So wait, yeah, there's all this stuff going on. I don't know about code, so I don't know if this is probably saying a lot more to people who understand this kind of thing. Layout and behavior. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a second, I could probably fix this, I think. Actually, oh wait, so it's the same thing. Oh, what? Oh, what? Okay, well. Or actually, characters. Oh my god. That's awesome. Okay, so Sayori's been deleted. So let's see what that means. Oh wait, no, I should probably not load the game. I guess let's continue a new game and see what happens. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor, good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you've never see yourself make today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Oh no. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always an anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Q? Oh, Monika. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you there. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. So she's repeating some stuff that she told us in the club room previously. Actually, I'm starting a new one, a literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monika say she? Hey, Q, by any chance are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Sure, I guess I can check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Cube, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being for third-year activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. And I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. Anyway, welcome to the club, Cube. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Cube in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know... Sorry, I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Cube? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Killing Sayori. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hey, don't you let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... So yeah, we've seen this stuff happen. Yeah, I told her I like to read manga. Is she still gonna tell me that she likes reading fantasy stuff and horror? Yeah, she likes that stuff. You like those psychological elements. Ha ha ha! Before Monica said she was surprised she likes horror, but this time she says, I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really? So before she thought it didn't suit her, but now she thought it does. Could she somehow see what was going on in the room with us, with her collecting knives and whatnot? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Wink! Ugh, I hate horror. Yeah, she likes cute things. That's a piece of scrap paper, it's a poem. You wouldn't like my poems, I'm a big baby. Truest form of writing is writing to yourself. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example. There. How about this? Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Cube? Hold on, there's still one problem. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, I guess I need to tell you the truth, Cube. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this with all these girls? The club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Cube? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Cube, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Cube, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh, man. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Is this going to continue until she's the only one left? Because it's like, I wonder what would have happened if I chose Sayori before. Because I assume something similar could happen if you chose Natsuki, and then you ended up at your house with Natsuki, and then Sayori found you too and killed yourself. But if you chose Sayori, would she have still killed herself? Or would someone else have died first? The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. Oh, man. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yeah, of course. Oh, boy. Hey, Monika. Nice poem. Well, is it? Oh, it erased all my slots. Oh, that's too bad. I can't like go back at whatever time. Well, I guess let's go for Natsuki. Fluffy. Cheeks. Giggle. Music. I bet you like charm. And rainbow. And cry? Oh wait, no, of course it's you. Skirt. And whistle. And sugar. And poof. And peace. And pink. And sparkle. And dance. And bliss. And fireflies. And shiny. And sunny. And Doki Doki. Hi again, Cube. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Let's see if how much of this is the same. Thanks for keeping your promise, Cube. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. She's in front of the text. That's awesome. You have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Manga is literature. I'm sorry, Cube. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read? Oh yeah, I don't know how this would have gone if I hadn't chose Yuri before. I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Oh, no, it's not that, Yuri. I'd want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Oh, so she still did get me a book. Picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention. We could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Was the music a little different there? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities, but that's not the case. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. Oh yeah, that's definitely Japanese back there. That little poster. Wait, here, I gotta look at this. There's a closet. Oh god, that's a big walk-in closet. I guess some of my schools had that, but the students weren't allowed in. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Oops. Manga. You read manga, right? Oh, you read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Aha, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice, but I'll tell you one thing, Cube. Consider this a lesson straight from Literature Club. Don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the book. I wonder if she wouldn't have cussed in the original version. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Ooh-ah. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Oh, that's cute. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Oh, does she not have any friends either? Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Erg, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. What the fuck? Yeah, so it's like overlaying, like, whatever she originally said with her true feelings, maybe? At least it's safe here in the club room, except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah, I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. Oh jeez, Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Cube. She's fine. It just happens every now and then that she glitches the fuck out. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Oh, does she have, like, diabetes or something? Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Let's save. Jeez. What's up, Monica? You weirdo. Hi, Cube. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better at just going with the flow. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me. Alright, Alright, so this is gonna be the same so far. Learn to get past that barrier. I hand her my poem. I like it. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh geez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too, so take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. Doesn't give her lunch money. Oh Jesus, this is a super like abusive family. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier, this is just a guess, but I think she's so small because of her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. Oh god. Is she gonna be like the yellow-haired girl from Higurashi? Is she just have like a super like abusive dad figure? Oh. But hey, some guys are pretty into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Yeah, so it's like, oh, she's having trouble like interpreting the girls around her as other people rather than just, you know, like code. And so she's rewriting the world. Oh boy. So what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Yeah, if in-game me doesn't know about her first poem, this one must be pretty confusing. Yeah, she's saying the same thing about emphasis on words and timing. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. I can't be better friends with them if you delete them, Monika. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. Yeah, so that's the same. Just force yourself to get something down on paper. Is that what you did? But you, like, fucked everything up? Oh, man. Alright, let's see if these people are gonna glitch out. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monika said. Well, I'd be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Irk. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. Is this... Yeah, this looks like the same. That makes sense since they're not aware of what's going on. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated, so people don't take my writing seriously. So that's the same. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simply writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Yeah. You gonna glitch the fuck out again, girl? Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, Yuri, what's up? You gonna be the same? Oh yeah, but this time you won't like my poem as much because I wrote it for someone else. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah, why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Yeah, this is the same thing she told us before. This actually makes more sense with the poem that we wrote rather than the one that she actually liked. Yeah. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that, huh? It's fine. Blah, blah, blah. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yeah, I assume... yeah, it looks like the same. Talking about the light flickering and the... not the ghost. The not ghost. I just don't like read script very often. I also think your handwriting's pretty. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. Am I gonna think it's a ghost still? Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Yeah, I think it's a ghost, but it's not, obviously. I'm not sure why the protagonist assumed it was a ghost. I guess because she flickered. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. So yeah, it was a little more brief than before. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Wait, so are Natsuki and Yuri gonna have their fight still? Honika's writing in her notebook. Oh yeah, slightly different music. It's a little off-key. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper. But yeah, this time I won't be able to call to Sayori for help. Oh, it's nothing. I guess you could say that it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the point? It's about giving up. I just meant the language. I was trying to say something nice. Yeah, well, I don't like you. Well, you're stupid. Yeah, well, you're pretentious. It's dumb. You like my poem? Yeah, well, he liked my poem, so whatever. Goofy music. Let's do it. Full of yourself. Your boobs are also full of themselves, full of padding. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. God, now I'm really wondering if it... Oh, jeez. Just saying, that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Oh, she does cut herself. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Cube hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Cube! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged into this? I agree with Natsuki. Oh. Natsuki! Natsuki! Hey. Sup, girl? Hey, Cube, why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ah-ha-ha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. Is she trying to force me to go with her? I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, she's crying. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Oh yeah, that's right, because she ran off before, but we didn't actually see her, so I guess she started crying when she got out of the classroom. Oh man. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth at her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki or did. Cube, please don't hate me, please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Are you planning to rewrite her memory? Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Cube. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. So I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate... Well, I think we're going to end this episode here. So, a lot sure happened. Things are getting pretty interesting. For a second I thought that she deleted Yuri, but it seems that Yuri is still here. So I guess we'll see what happens next. We'll see if we get to the end of this arc before she deletes someone else, presumably. Oh man, but this is getting fun. So I hope you all have a wonderful day where nobody kills themselves and then glitches the fuck out. Wink.